of the tutorial and the diagram, plus a programming challenge. Never let not understanding something get to you. It is a healthy and natural state. Furthermore, when working on complex things, our minds demand that we think and draw diagrams at the same time. The diagrams provide visual support for our thoughts and then help us go up and down the problem at hand. Use colorful, precision, thin-tip markers with drawing, not sketching, paper. Just get art notebooks. Though the diagrams will quickly turn into gibberish as you advance your concepts, mark my words. You will regret throwing away your diagram journals. Idea flow diagramming is a very important power, without which you won't be able to build very big things. This type of digging into thoughts, of pulling them out with the aid of markers or graphite, is an extremely important tool that you have to employ all the time. Allow me to give you a very tiny example. After a few weeks of taking a break from programming, I get very confused about the sequence of drag and drop operations. Draggable nodes, drag data types, drop and drag over events, and especially actual custom dragging of elements, where you have to update the X and Y coordinates as the dragging event fires every 50 milliseconds or so. And the drag and drop functionality is extremely important. It is like a proto-user interface. You have to implement all the dragging and dropping in your apps before you get to the buttons and input boxes. Very often, it will cut down on your UI needs and certainly get the application functional much faster. But for a normal person like myself, not knowing this on a visual/conceptual level is perfectly all right. No one should be able to cold turkey navigate drag and drop operations of a new application that they are still inventing. It would be unhealthy, unbalanced for a normal person, for a normal programmer, for any kind of programmer. It would be a go out and touch some grass type of thing. Therefore, when you are unsure about complex operations, you shouldn't feel that you are not good enough. You should not feel that programming confuses you or that programming is not for you. Entry into complicated things absolutely requires diagramming, which is exactly like running simulations in your mind. And sometimes tutorials. Nobody who lives a balanced life grasps confusing workflows of concepts cold turkey. You are just as smart as a good programmer, except that they know to start with diagrams, you see? And some need to look at ancient, raggedy, novice programmer tutorials as well, even if just to pick up on a saying sequence of feature implementation. So next time you hear complicated things, don't feel confused. Just put the topic into a search box, followed by the word tutorial. So if it's drag and drop, you just search for drag and drop tutorial. and take out your diagramming journal and colorful markers and have at it. Do not let yourself feel confused. Not knowing something new is normal. You just need a tutorial and a diagram. That is how it is always done. Finally, a programming challenge. I challenge you to learn about networking, data scraping, and launching small startups. By first writing a browser plugin that will auto-scroll your favorite website and collect all the articles, memes, and comments into a very simple database, to which you must create a custom user interface program. I recommend SvelteKit and Bootstrap. And here you will be able to read your news on a website of your own making, with your own user interface and without any distractions. Lastly, give your app a trash can with drag and drop functionality that will hide deleted articles and any users that cross you. And as a bonus, get your classmates to co-found a data scraping and automation company and sell your program as a fine desktop application, visually programmable via something like Svelte diagrams.